Whew. Hello, N.J.H plays here, and this is the first video for my second channel that I have just launched. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to see how this turns out and what happens with this. As I said in my other channel when I said that I launched this, I said I was going to be playing a game called City Skylines. And I'm working on a city right now. This is it. It's called Ellsburg. I'll show you guys the name right here. Ellsburg. I have a population of about 30,000 people, and I need lots of workers. So I started this city back in June, and I got to about 60,000 people, and I covered roughly this entire area, rather than just the smaller area, and I accidentally overwrote that save file, so now I'm back to basically just the beginning where I started off, and I lost about 30,000 people. So here we are. I'm just going to do probably a shorter video today, just kind of getting used to how this works, and just, I guess you might say, an introduction. So I'm going to show off the city that I have here. Yeah, so I have about 30,000 people, 31,121. I have, a few districts. So over here we have, I might change the name over here. Let me know if you guys can come up with a name for this. Flerrell High School, or just Flerrell is this portion of town. Then we have Charlotte. We have the Charlotte Place district, just Charlotte over here. And then we have Charlotte EDU district. And then we have Simon Heights, the Central Business District with all the, the Central Business District with all the skyscrapers and office buildings and everything. Then we have Uptown, Ellsburg Square, Smith, High Smith, Myrtle Heights, Smith District, Smith Industrial District, and Downtown Smith. And here we have Smith Village. And then we have Smith Heights over there. And over here we have the Stadium District and Franklin Estates. And then Aspen Hills, Briar Rose Park, and that's about it for now. And then I'm working on building a little park over here. So, as for the city, the way this city is, I'm working on the city. I'm kind of going off of an American city that you might see, just a generic American city. I'm trying to capture the look of it. How you have, usually a spaghetti of highways around the Central Business District and just the main area of the city, the oldest part, and then you have the center of the city is generally a grid, a very consistent grid. There's always exceptions though, and then as you get farther out, the grid starts to change up a little bit, and you get a little bit of breaks in the grid, and often the Central Business District, or the center of the city, is generally at a different angle than the rest of the city. So as you can see over here, we have this grid right here is at a different angle than this area over here. And that's just typical. You can look at Google Maps. Just look at some, Dallas or Denver. There's always exceptions, but just a lot of the cities that you have in America are generally built on a different angle than the rest of the city. So I have spent a lot of time looking at maps, just trying to get a good look for the city, trying to make it look very realistic. And I'm using quite a few mods. To add on to what the original game adds, because the original game is very limited in what it offers. So with all the mods that I'm using, I can build out farther. I have access to far more building assets, a lot more house assets, and just different assets. I can give it an older look in some areas if I want to. And just overall, I can just customize it a lot more. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing the assets that I use in the mods for this build. It is very laggy. I don't have a very high performance computer that I am doing this on, so bear with me. But yeah, there's a lot of lag, and just the frame rate isn't too great, so just bear with me. Yeah. So I will show the mods that I'm using in my options. So I'm using, I think, around 50 mods. Some of them are, big game changers, like the realistic population mod, and then 81 tiles. And then there's just a lot of small visual mods that I'm using. And then just some more customization mods like Electric's Road Tools, or like Move It. I also forgot to show you guys this area. This is a little oil industry that I built. Petro 5 oil. I might change this a little bit just to make it look like a more realistic oil field. And then over here. So, yeah, there's a lot of traffic over here. I'm going to need to fix. That's terrible. Bruh. Okay. So, yeah, like I said earlier, I had a save that I had built up that I was working on over the summer. And I accidentally overrid it, so now I'm basically back to square one compared to where I was. So I'm going to see if I can try to fix what's going on here real quick. And, yeah, so most of the traffic is turning. So let's make this a dedicated lane, because if I am correct, I do not think this is a dedicated lane right here. So, oops. So as you can see with what's going on here, it appears that most of this traffic over here is trying to get into this oil industry, and they're all taking up one lane. But if I can see, let me try something real quick. If I can delete this vehicle. Yeah, see? So if we make that a dedicated turning lane, then the cars that are on this lane will only be able to go this way, and they can use the other two lanes for, for proceeding that way. And we might make this a 4-lane road because it's taking in a lot of traffic. So yeah, I think we'll also upgrade this road right here to see if we got a 4-lane road, 4-lane small road. I know I have it. I just don't know where it is. There it is. Here we go. Yeah, like a lot of the assets, just roads that I'm using. A lot of these are modified. These are not from the normal game. Like most of the stuff that's here, like this substation, that's mod. This parking garage. The original game doesn't even have parking lots, so I also, they have parking lots built into some of the buildings. Like this one right here, this is from the normal game. So is this one. But like these parking lots over here, do I have parking lots over? No, I guess I don't. Huh? Thought I had parking lots over. Like right here. This is a parking lot I got from the Steam Workshop. Also, one more thing I wanted to say about the game is if you're thinking about getting this game, I would not get it from the Microsoft Store, or I would not get it basically from the Microsoft Store or Xbox Store. I would go to Steam and get it if you're going to play it for a PC, because if you're going to get it from like the Microsoft Store or the Xbox Store or any of those other the stores like that, then they don't allow mods for the game. So I would recommend getting it from Steam Workshop, so you can get mods like I have right here, and it's just very much more customizable if you get it from the Steam Workshop. So yeah, definitely recommend this game. It's pretty expensive, especially if you get it with all the DLC. I have most of the DLC. I think I'm missing 1 or 2 packs, but yeah. So I'm going to show some cinematics of the city. Some of my favorite shots right here. In some areas I get very detailed with the just the build, and I put a lot of I try to put a lot of just assets into it and put a lot of thought into it. But generally, I try not to get too detailed to where I'm putting trash cans like on the front of sidewalks or stuff like that. I just try to get more general, like to where like from this level that I'm at right now. I like to be able to have I just like it to be able to look interesting from a level, say from right here. And honestly, I feel like a big part of detailing in this game is just adding trees. This can really cover up a lot of just bland area and just can make it feel a lot more alive, and paths as well. Yeah, like in this area, I feel like bushes and trees make it feel much more alive and more detailed than it would without them. And I mean, just in cities, I mean, you don't really think about how prevalent trees are, but they're very relevant in cities, even if you don't really think of them when you think of a city. So. Oh, this looks terrible right here. I change that color. I don't have the mod enabled. Never mind. So let me know if you guys have any questions on, you know, just how I do this game, or just any questions in general about anything. Oh wow, that's filled. Wow. Ooh, is there a game going on? Is there a game? The Ellsburg Broncos versus the Rockwood Spartans. Is there a game right now? Next match is in... Okay, so there's a match in a few days, in about a month. The current date is... Hey, it's actually, that's interesting. The date in game is August 30th, 2033. And that's the exact date that I'm recording this. I mean, I'm not recording this in 2033, but I'm recording this on August 30th. That's interesting. And the game is on... The next game is on September 25th, 2033. That's really interesting. So, yeah. I need to get a better transit system in place because that's a lot of passengers. I'm going to check my info views real quick. So, public transportation. We're getting about 155 residents per week per bus, or in bus lines, and 117 tourists. Okay, I might need to go modify those because that's a little bit insane. You know, I'll just crank up the bus lines a little bit. So, green one. Let's crank up the number of buses. So there are 15 vehicles. It's at about 20. See if we get those extra vehicles on there. 18. There we go, 20. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. This is just, I guess you might say, an introduction to what I'm going to be doing here. I will put the link to my original channel in the description. And like I said in my other video in my other channel, but I'm going to primarily be doing City Skylines, which is this game right here. I may do Minecraft in the future, but as of right now, this is the only game I have for PC, so I'm going to be primarily doing this. You know, I'm going to show you guys something. See, with the mods that I have enabled, I can get an interesting view of the city by spectating one of these vehicles. See if I can find one going to... If I can find a vehicle that's going towards the city or into the city, I can spectate it and... Science Center? Where's that? Okay, yeah, I want to see a different, see what else we got. So we got Brittany Young leaving the city. Taylor Roberts leaving the city. Sophia Webb leaving the city. Is anybody going into the city? Uneducated teen Charles Wright leaving the city. Ashlyn Jackson leaving the city. Leaving the city. Taylor Holmes. Everybody's leaving. Ooh. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so this guy's going to the CN skyscraper, which is this skyscraper right here. I'm going to spectate him, and I will show you guys just the cinematic view of that gives. Let's see. So okay, this is good. I'm going to resume, and here we go. So my goal for this city is to basically, like I said earlier, make a, and then we got this truck in the way. I'm going to, I'm going to delete that truck for the sake of being able to see what we're looking at. So eventually I would like to have this entire map filled up to an extent. I mean, I don't want to cover the entire thing with the major city, but I want to have, like, suburbs and just, farmland. I want to make it very like something you'd see on Google Maps. Like, I want to fill out the entire map with, not necessarily with a metropolis, but just with some smaller towns in key areas along the highway. Just smaller towns and suburbs. So we've got this monstrosity of an interchange over here with very steep bridges, which I will change in the future, but as of right now it's not really affecting the game in a negative way, except for the visuals. Like that was kind of insane. And the funny thing is, this is a vanilla interchange, which basically means that I didn't put this interchange here. It was just generated in by the game, and it generated a cliff that was that steep, as well as grass on the highway. And there's a tree on the highway right there as well. Nice. Here we come in on the oil industry. And we're about to get stuck behind another truck right when we get the nice views of the city. Also, another thing that the game it's not in the vanilla game, but I got from the Steam Workshop is these power lines over here. The normal game has only one type of power line, so I'm using assets from the workshop that I really like. So I think this is my custom. Yeah, this is my custom. Is this my custom interchange? Yeah, this is one of my custom interchanges. There's a lot of traffic over here. Here we're coming on my custom Cloverleaf interchange, which will take us into downtown, or actually uptown. Yeah, it will take us through uptown, near uptown and downtown, into Smith. And it gets laggy like that sometimes. And we get stuck behind another truck. So one thing I've really enjoyed doing with this build is looking, just trying to look at how, like, driving into an American city, looking at pictures of American cities, just driving through, downtown, looking through downtown, seeing how they look in real life. So that's been a lot of fun too, just comparing. That was a steep drop, so I might change that as well. Here we're coming on the roundabout. All right, and I believe that's it for today. We just arrived at our destination. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this. I'm very excited for the future of this channel. Um, and, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And N.J.H is out.